And we're back here. Episode monthly show. This is an awesome show. So now we'll talk about Jason Aldean in New England Part 2. Now, of course, Vinny Bucci just interviewed me for his podcast. We talked about his perspective on New England Part 2, but we'll get to that in a second. First, Jason Aldean, because Dylan has, Dylan has this new Jason Aldean kind of spoof.
It's a skit. So the premise of it is, because to me at least, I found it funny that how he was acting like all tough or whatever. I found it funny, and his like country singing delivery. So what I did was I did
Dylan.
like this fake country voice. I did this fake.
Yeah, River was part of it too.
Yes.
Oh, guess what I got at Ben & Jerry's? Rainbow Sprinkles female.
You gonna give me ice cream?
I forgot to. I'm sorry.
So okay. So continue. Okay.
Yeah. So what I did was I did like this fake country voice. I'm not gonna be like Derek and act like, oh, it was supposed to be good or whatever, but I did this fake country singing voice, and I did covers to violent rap songs.
So Jason Aldean, I think, is smart. I mean, everybody's talking about a song. They wanted him to be canceled, like we talked about Pee Wee Herman in the previous segment. He's not canceled. He shouldn't be canceled because
No.
there was a lot of black people sticking up for him too.
Well, because people saw how ridiculous hate was. Because, first of all, every little piece of news footage that he had in that video were all accurate pieces of news. This wasn't something that got up. This was shit that actually happened in America over the last few years. And of course, people don't know how to interpret songs. So that's another reason of mine. For example, the whole concept of try it in a small town revolves around one simple phrase. It's basically a 3-minute ballad saying, go around and find out. That's basically what Try It Down means. They're basically saying all this shit that we've seen with riots, shit burning to the ground, and people burning on fire, because that's their idea of approach, or just bitching and complaining when things are their way. They're basically saying, you tried to do this in a small town, you would get. If you tried to run a convenience store in a small town, they done in his underneath his desk, his counter, and he gonna shoot your ass. Because in a small town, people don't fuck around. Bullshit. That's why people prefer to live in small towns, deal with city shit.
Now, did you
Part of the reason my dad grew up in the city, but he moved to the suburbs to go away from that shit. And also, the other that people like to misconstrue is whether we take care of our own.
Did you see?
With that, they must mean, oh, you must mean other white people. No, you fucking moron. This means it means the people town. Because in a town, everybody knows everybody in a small town. See, the city, you see millions of people walking through the city. Unless you have a neighbor you hang out with, you probably know they are. But in a small town, everybody. You know, you in a town of less than 200 people, you've met everybody point. Everybody go to the same barbershop, they go to the same school, you got a neighborhood. I'm in the middle of a rant. The point is, everybody in a small town takes care of everybody. It needs to take care of our own. It's like the hero has a team of people on this team. Like, I have it as a team. And if he says, basically Derek said, fuck with one member of my team, fuck with every member of the team, because we take care of all. Everybody's affiliated. The race gender or sexual orientation attached to it. It means taking care of people in your town. People in a small town, for the most part, are selfish. Sorry, Derek, continue.
Did you see the nice black woman who stuck up for him because she is friends with him? I guess when she moved to Tennessee, she was invited over to Jason Aldean's house. Man, I wish I would invite her over to my house too, you know, because she is beautiful. Okay. But anyway, so.
Well, it's not just that she's beautiful. She's also the thing about Candy. Candy Owens isn't just beautiful. She's also intelligent and well spoken and conservative.
Yes,
which is a triple threat, which is a triple threat for leftist wackos. They don't like that. She's intelligent, she's spoken, and she doesn't put up with stupid things. So that's why she knew Jason Aldean. She understood the show, she understood the song, and so did everybody else. But again, people want to cancel Jason because no one wants to be told that what you're doing is wrong and vile and stupid. And burning your city to the ground is vile and stupid. I don't give a fuck what your reason is.
So, also, you're kind of breaking up. Could you leave and come back? Before we talk about New England Part 2, I don't know, because it's kind of echoish. Dylan, was Vinny going in and out?
Yeah, like with him, I could hear like every fifth word or so on my end.
So I don't think if you could come in and out, Vinny, again. Okay, so when we're waiting for Vinny, we'll talk about New England Part 2 coming up. New England Part 2 is out now. It's been out since July. So Vinny told me how he likes New England Part 2. So Dylan, okay, we'll start this. So you have some friends,
yeah,
who critique the movie. How many friends of yours critique this movie? How many friends of yours saw the movie?
So one of them actually saw a couple times.
Really?
And then one of them saw like half of it.
So one of your friends saw a couple of times. So he actually saw it twice? Why would he see it twice?
You found because they have this joke where they call like whatever it is, like an analyst or whatever. So we jokingly refer to him as a Derek Shapiro analyst.
Really? So he watched the movie twice?
I don't. He said multiple times. It might have been, yeah, I think at least twice. Maybe even more.
And how many friends of yours saw the movie?
So one saw the whole time, and then probably another time at least, and then one saw it half.
Vinny, you saw the movie too, right?
Yes, I did.
So, how would you rate the movie, Vinny, on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, I already did this shit. I'd say about a 7.
So, what did your friend say?
What did Vinny say? I couldn't. I didn't hear it on my end.
Oh, he said 7.
Okay.
The number 7. 7.
What did your friend say to you that they were saying about my movie? Tell me.
So they said it was one of them, the one that saw it multiple times. He said it was so bad it was good.
So bad it was good. So, okay, when people say something's so bad it's good, what do they mean by that? Do you think, Vinny?
Most of the movie is bad, but the fact that it's one of it's kind of like it's like watching, like, you know, people have to stop and see it, and that's kind of what it means. Like it's like so like horrible, it's how bad it is that they'll watch it again to see how it is. I think that's what it means.
Dylan, what's your perspective? When someone says so bad it's good, what's your perspective on that?
There's been times where I would say whatever, like music or TV. Oh yeah, The Bold and the Beautiful is like an example for me. It's like so bad, but you still get an entertainment value from it. It's not like so bad where it's boring. You still get entertainment value from it. Like whatever it may be, a terrible storyline that you crack up over, or terrible acting, or another one, all General Hospital to some extent is like that too, to me at least, because we make a joke about it with the Shiloh storyline with the brain swap, and that could be like an example of that, because we still make jokes about it. What was that, 4 years ago, that storyline? We still make jokes about it.
What did your other friends say about it?
He talked more about like the singing. He said the singing wasn't that great. He's more like, he wasn't as like blunt about it compared to the other one.
I want to know what love is. I want you to hold me. And then me and Evan singing Ebony and Ivory.
Look at Vinny's just reaction just says it all.
That was the creepiest moment of the entire movie. That was the creepiest shit. Wrong. What is it? I'm assuming this is like, what is people whenever they have a black friend they have to sing Ebony? Like, what is wrong? Is all I want to say. Like, that is the shit. Like, I think me and Jared, the only have been like, yeah, we're not doing that.
By the way, before we talk about Chucky Seymour at the end, I'm going to go to Dila Barnes, but before we get to that, I just want to mention, speaking about so bad it's so good, and talking about what Pee Wee Herman did in the movie theater, back in June, I was making out with a nice woman seeing The Little Mermaid.
Why you gotta mention that?
Yeah,
this is the thing about you. This is what they said. This is what one of my friends was saying. Then now that it makes me think, you bringing that up. He was like, you overshare stuff.
Well, look, I don't get enough action a lot, but hey, I got action that night by kissing, and I'm gonna brag all the way to the bank, because that's probably not gonna happen for another 1 to 2 years.
Yeah. He went to a crappy just to make out with this girl. I'm like, dude, you could park somewhere. You could go to like a freaking her place, your place, pull over on the side. Instead to spend a bunch of money on tickets to a god-awful just to get laid.
It was a Disney movie
that I owned. Ran to first base, and that's it.
How many times do we have to tell you that $5 doesn't mean you own the thing?
It was a Disney movie I owned, okay? And hey, look, I was celebrating my Disney movie that I own, like I own the WWE.
You own that movie. If you own that movie, then you for making it.
Yeah. All right. So when we return with Dylan Schneider, whatever kid at the Booch, we'll talk about Chucky Seymour. Oh, apartment basement millionaire. You got that right. All right. So next up, we'll have Adila Barnes. When we come back, we'll end the show. We'll talk about Chucky Seymour's collabos and new songs, the Chucky Seymour vlog. We'll be back. Episode monthly show. Stay tuned. We're getting more views than Thursday Night Football, by the way.
You can't say that with a straight face.
I own Amazon too, okay?